Nigeria is fast becoming a bride for diaspora investors. Under the President Bola Tinubu's administration, as over 2,000 participants have registered to take part in the 6th Nigeria Diaspora Investment Summit, NDIS, geared towards driving diaspora direct investment to Nigeria. Addressing a press conference in Abuja ahead of the three-day summit slated for November the 13th to the 15th, 2023, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, Chairman CEO, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, said the participants include 72 identified Nigerian diaspora investors, 196 small business owners, 148 representatives of private sector entities, and 88 public officials from various ministries, departments, and agencies. In-person participants with 1,250 expected virtual participants, and NIDCOM boss visits Minister of Interior, Honorable Tunji Ojo, to help fast-track passport issuance for diaspora Nigerians. That's not all. The Director General of the Directorate of Technical Aid Corps visits NIDCOM for soft power diplomacy. More on the menu. A Nigerian in India on medical tourism got her bills paid by a kind-hearted Nigerian. And of course, do not forget our diaspora of the moment. This episode is loaded. Welcome to your favorite show, The Diaspora. I am Shaliwa Jila, your anchor. Please stay with us. Let's begin with the press conference ahead of the 6th Nigeria Diaspora Investment Summit in Abuja.
NDIS 2023 aims to strengthen the bonds between Nigeria and its diaspora communities while revealing a dynamic view of investment opportunities and prospects in various sectors, particularly agriculture, which is our focus sector. We feel that our goal of assisting more than 2 million households to achieve sustainable living income by 2030 through strategic private and public sector partnerships that will support the unlocking of the potential in Nigeria's agricultural sector to achieve food self-sufficiency is fully aligned with that of the summit as expressed with the NDIS initiative. That is the word of Dr. Lekon Tobe. So this year we're going to have, as at time we're speaking to you today, we have over 2,000 interested participants that have registered. We have 74 at least identified Nigerian diaspora investors. We have 196 small business owners, 148 representatives of the private sector entities, and 68 public officials from various ministries, departments, and agencies who are expected to attend in person, with a further 1,250 expected to participate virtually, and there will be much more than that subsequently. This is an annual event dedicated to fostering economic collaboration and inward investment into Nigeria by bringing together foreign investors, home-based entrepreneurs, and relevant government officials. This is a private sector initiative supported by the Nigerian government through the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. So the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, as the lead agency of government, is partnering with NDIS, the private sector initiative, so that we can have both government and private sector put this together. So what's our aim? To demonstrate that in the face of stiff competition for foreign direct investment, targeting Nigerians in the diaspora for inward investment is probably the best strategy for a country like Nigeria, with over 15 million of its citizens carefully domiciled in diaspora. So NDIS provides a unique platform for engagement between the Nigerian diaspora and global investors, promoting innovation, entrepreneurship, and economic growth and development in Nigeria. So we want to beat our chest about the impact that we've had in the last few years. Since inception, we have recorded many success stories, both in terms of business connections and the social impact. In fact, NDIS has been creating wealth in Nigeria. With over 5,000 participants recorded, 900 business links established, and over 200 deals closed, NDIS has come into its own as the leading business networking event for connecting Nigerian business owners and NGO operators with Nigerian diaspora-based investors. It has also provided a platform for the diaspora community to give back by providing support for several deserving NGOs.
Others who spoke assured participants inside and virtually of a robust summit.
What we do as an objective is to end hunger and poverty and care for the earth globally. In Nigeria, our vision is to work with stakeholders, including government and private sector, and members of the social sector like ourselves, to unlock the humongous potential of agribusiness and agriculture in Nigeria, working with everyone who has the same mindset with us. And that is where we found opportunity in what NICOM and NDSI is doing. Why? Because we saw that it's a platform, a veritable platform for us to key into. Because we believe that the resources of Nigeria that are out there have a very good role to play in Nigeria's economic and social development, like the chairman of NICOM has mentioned in our speech earlier on. Why? Because we have experts out there, and we have a huge resources from the diaspora that comes into this country annually. And we need to help to harness those resources and deploy them in the right direction. That is what we are doing here, especially with the fact that this government is a new one, and it has opened up itself for help.
It is not for nothing that you see Chinese, Lebanese, Indians rushing into Nigeria because of the huge and immense opportunities. We are not begrudging them. They have established some very good businesses, and there is no reason why our own members of the diaspora could not do the same. South Africa has taken advantage of this country that we could, as Nigerians, have done what they have done. They have the DSTV, they have the MTN. I understand some Chinese companies have established OPay and PalmPay. These are things we could do. You use the technology to do that. One of the biggest internet providers, Spectranet, is owned by Indians, I believe. So these are opportunities that are here. Nigeria can feed the whole of Africa agriculturally, and we have the opportunities. And we have experts in our diaspora that could take advantage of that. The government is now liberalizing things for our diasporans to come and take advantage. And I think in this sixth summit we are going to have, we are going to see abundant opportunities for us to, but we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in this country. If Chinese and Indians could come and put money, I don't see why Nigerians could not do it. Make cooperatives come in and invest. This is what we should do.
The NDIS has evolved into a catalytic platform that extends beyond dialogue. It's not a talk show. It's translating words into actions. And these actions, we can see their evidence. It's like driving. We're driving real change and investment in Nigeria. We're yielding significant impact. Over the years, some of our impact, even people who did not come intending to pitch, they've been able to network and build their own businesses into massive industries just because of the connections, of business-to-business connections they made at NDIS. There's a company in Saudi Arabia that just sent us a message recently that we will not believe how many businesses have been transformed just because they were at NDIS, and all they did was to exhibit. Now, all companies in Saudi Arabia who have interest in Nigeria are approaching that because now they have a visibility. So we're leaving a big, indelible impact on the nation and on all the nations as well. So the different success stories collated from different participants in the past summit underscores the summit's tangible contributions to businesses and investment in Nigeria. We have recognized our strategic partners We want to also recognize past sponsors and current sponsors.
Do not forget to participate at the summit on the 13th and 15th of November. Let's bring you up to speed with the visit of NIDCOM's chairman CEO to the Minister of Interior.
We now have visa on arrival, and we have to thank the federal government for that. So it makes our job easier. Like all these people that came on visa on arrival, but I think the process can be smoother than it is now. If they don't know me, maybe they will not be able to get it. So we have to, write to them and all that. But maybe it can become a bit smoother, but we have a visa on arrival now. And we encourage people that Nigeria is open to you if you're really coming to do serious business. And that is very encouraging. We want to commend Ministry of Interior for putting that on ground. The 10-year passport makes them very excited. But what we need to let them know is that apply on time before your passport expires. 6 months before, that's what immigration says. So we try to let them know that so that you don't keep rushing and say, well, they didn't answer me. But at the same time, you've done so much. I mean, clearing those backlog of 200 and something thousand within a few months is amazing. But we also need such for the diaspora. You find somebody in Los Angeles having to travel to Washington and return without the passport. So if the Honorable Minister can also help the diaspora in terms of their passport collection and all that, I'm sure, capturing, because you have to go, particularly like a place like America, you go to capture, and then what happens thereafter, you don't know when you're going to get your passport. It varies from countries to countries. Some are better than others, but there's been tremendous improvement too. But we know that under your leadership, it can become something that, just like you're doing in Nigeria, you can sit in your homes and get your passports. That is happening in the UK now, under Ambassador Sharafa. So I think everybody should be able to do that. And I can't tell you what to do, but what we're saying is that there are still challenges with Nigerians in the diaspora and their passports, and they ask us to appeal to you. And the way you've been able to solve the one in Nigeria, they're waiting for you in the diaspora to do the same thing for them.
We are reviewing our immigration policy. And I sincerely believe that the immigration policy of any nation, not just Nigeria, must be based on the principle of reciprocity as enshrined in international law. And I also believe that Nigeria should not be a dumping ground, because this is not a dump site. And I also believe that majority of people that comes to Nigeria, they come for economic reasons, not just for tourism. And I also believe that we need to strengthen our visa regime such that if it's tourism, nothing stops you within 2 days from taking decisions on some of these things. But if you want to come and settle, or you want to come and work, then of course, we must by all means take our time, do our due diligence, security profiling, because as much as we want comfort, we want people to be comfortable, we must also not sacrifice the national security. We must balance both. If there are areas, especially in diaspora, where also we can look at the possibility of also seeing what can be done to also help the financial situation by virtue of one or two synergy or whatever, I will be open to it.
Up next is a courtesy visit by the DG DTAC on soft power diplomacy.
We need to have desk officers in all our foreign missions, because there is a big gap, and we need to have a complete change of mindset with our diasporans out there, because as I told them in the retreat, our diasporans are our marketers. The ministry is just the company The diasporans are the marketers that are supposed to market Nigeria most effectively than any other person. So if their mindset is negative towards Nigeria, then there is a missing link. I have, since resumption, directed the director programs to make sure that the volunteers we deploy out there should try to make sure they liaise with Nigerians in the diaspora out there so that they can work hand in hand to see how they can start doing the work the desk officer I'm talking about will do in the near future, to see how they will start changing their mindset positively towards our dear country.
So we know that the diaspora can make even much more impact here in Nigeria. We have many programs: the Diaspora Investment Summit, the Diaspora Day, Diaspora Investment Trust Fund, which we're hoping will take off very soon. We have a Diaspora Data Mapping Portal, which is very significant because data is key, where we're telling them, just go online and register. Let's know who you are. We say we have 17 million in the diaspora. It's just an estimate, and I believe we have much more than that. And with more people going abroad, volunteerism, we will look forward to work. And we're even suggesting that even your volunteers, before they leave, we can get to meet them, talk to them, and then link them with the people that they're going to meet over there, so that they can be welcome back home. Because Nigerians, we are known to be our brothers and sisters keepers. And I think this is very important, interagency collaboration. No agency can do it all. But if we collaborate, we'll strengthen the efforts of the minister himself and the government of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Having worked with you in the past, I know that we'll work together in this new assignment and ensure that we would deliver on the task we have been given.
Let's take a short break. We will be back shortly. Do stick around.
We believe as we go along and continue with the various programs that have been earmarked for diaspora engagement between Nigeria and its diaspora, it's going to keep increasing, it's going to keep impacting. And we are calling on our diaspora. Home is home. The rate of returns on investment in Nigeria is very high, one of the highest in the world. And we are telling our diaspora that if Indians are coming to invest in Nigeria, if Polish citizens are coming to invest in Nigeria, if the Chinese are coming to invest in Nigeria, why not Nigerians in the diaspora coming to invest in Nigeria?
Welcome back. Following the visit of President Bola Tinubu to India, something happened during the Diaspora Town Hall meeting. Take a listen to this.
So welcome home.
Thank you,
You know, I mean, I'm glad you're back.
thank you very
You know,
much,
so
ma.
how
I
was
came
it?
back. It was fine. I came back. Alhamdulillah for meeting you in India. And during the town hall meeting, I was able to meet with Alhaji Muazzam, and he came to my rescue. He paid for my medical bills, which I couldn't afford that time. And
And you never told us you even needed, you just came talking about healthcare.
Yeah, I just talk about healthcare because I feel it's not the right place to, as in, seek for assistance. Yeah.
So now you got some thousands of dollars.
Yeah, he paid about $7,000
Wow.
or so. Yeah.
Just like
Because
that.
the bill was too much
Too
on
much
me.
for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Alhaji Muazu, we thank you very much. That was
Yeah,
quite a
I
surprise,
came-
and we're so happy.
Thank you.
I mean,
very
we
much.
ran into you. You were at the town hall.
Yeah.
God has his ways of doing, and you were so excited. You
I
were
was
one
so excited.
that you
I
met
met
Mr.
with Mr. President because in my wildest imagination, I've never imagined I will meet with the president. And Alhamdulillah, I met him.
You met him, and then
Yeah.
you got somebody who helped you
Yeah,
again.
I got
too.
someone who helped me with my bills. And I thank God. I came on a thank you visit. I thank Alhaji Muazzam. I thank Honorable Mrs. Abike Daviri, and I thank the President.
And I thank you.
Thank you,
And
ma.
I wish you all the very best. So
Thank
glad
you.
to see you looking so good.
Thank you,
Because I
ma.
know that you were
Thank
looking a bit, somehow on
Yes,
that day.
ma.
But I never knew you even
Alhamdulillah.
had that burden on you.
Wallah, it
I
was
didn't know.
such a burden.
But thank you, Alhaji Muazzam,
Thank you
for
very
that.
much, Alhaji
Yeah,
Muazzam.
thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. So we stay in touch.
Inshallah.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you, ma.
Now, to our diaspora of the moment.
Our diaspora of the moment is Abel Abel. Abel is a Nigerian-born British leading artificial intelligence expert appointed to the board of the Data Lab Innovation Centre, Scotland, United Kingdom. He is a graduate of the Strathclyde Business School, a leading UK business school, and the University of Lincoln. Mr. Abel, who has, over the years, made significant contributions to the data and artificial intelligence space in the United Kingdom, is a renowned data and technology influencer. His work experience cuts across various sectors from global financial services such as defense, airline and sports. Currently, Mr. Abel is a leading strategic program of work in the Bank of England. Mr. Abel, while reacting to his appointment, said it was an honor and privilege to be part of the board, adding that he will contribute and provide strategic direction to the lab's leadership. I am deeply humbled for this opportunity to contribute and help unlock the rich opportunities for AI and data, not just in Scotland, UK, but across the world, the AI expert stated. By bringing in industry, academia, and public sector to harness opportunities, connect people and ideas, develop knowledge and expertise for the good of humanity and society, thereby creating a better and sustainable economy and society. Mr. Abel added, I am deeply passionate and intentional about data, AI, transformation, innovation, education, technology, inclusion, social and global mobility. Mr. Abel said he was working hard to keep representing Nigeria positively and fly the country's flag in the global space. Congratulations, Mr. Abel. We celebrate you as our diaspora of the moment.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Join me again next week and stay positive. Bye for now.